There's a common trait to small towns in America. The people there are proud of their town, they're proud of their country, and the places that we're going to visit to see the 95, soon to be 99 Freedom Rocks in Iowa, one for every county, are proud of the veterans that have gone beyond the call of duty to defend our nation over the years. Today we hit the road again and pay tribute to the military and their families on our Visit the Freedom Rocks tour. There's a quote on the first rock we'll visit from author Sidney Sheldon that underscores the pride in the people who answer the call. It says, "My heroes are those who risk their lives every day to protect our world and make it a better place."
We're traveling a few miles north of Humboldt, Iowa, and there's a sign that directs us to turn east, heading to Livermore, population 384, and home to former University of Iowa and NFL tight end Dallas Clark. It's a couple of miles off of Highway 169, where you're going to pass through a few hills and a wooded park, and then we see a small patch of ground that's landscaped with the welcoming committee and a boulder marking the town's border. Passing by the familiar sight of small-town grain elevators and local ag businesses, we see the area set aside for the patriotic honor of hosting the county's creation by mural artist Ray Bubba Sorensen II. After parking and approaching the small plaza, there's a welcome register box that you can sign, and then the first thing you'll see on this particular Freedom Rock are military medical personnel. Of course, they go by several names, but most are referred to as medics. They've been a vital part of our armed forces throughout history, serving side by side with combat troops, and they risk their lives to be there when the soldiers need medical attention. Without them, many more lives would be lost in battle. The wounded know the value of these heroes. If you could ask Lance Corporal Jerry Dean Hatcher, he'd probably amplify on that topic. The Marine Rifleman has a place on the back side of the rock. While serving in Vietnam, he received 3 Purple Hearts, along with other commendations. The first one for being hit by shrapnel from an enemy grenade. He was treated by the medics and returned to the field. The second Purple Heart was for another wound suffered by grenade shrapnel, and again the medics treated his injuries, and he would be back on the front line soon. The third Purple Heart would be awarded posthumously, as this time the medical staff couldn't save him. The man from Humboldt County served his country honorably, and you can honor him and his family when you visit this special place. The area where the rock sits today was originally supposed to be where City Hall would be located. The decision to use the site to host the county's Freedom Rock was a wise one. It can be seen at many vantage points in the area, including the one directly in front of City Hall. After leaving Livermore, we'll head north to Algona, then west on Highway 18, where we'll see a sign to turn south into the town of Whittemore, just another of Iowa's many small rural communities. Once in town and a little to the west, you'll find the Kossuth County Freedom Rock next to the American Legion building. There's a parking area in front where you can approach the monument, which features a purple ribbon walkway and the Purple Heart Garden right in front. Not much in bloom there when we stopped by. After all, it was getting close to winter. The shape of the rock inspired Bubba to recreate the iconic image of our troops raising the flag at Iwo Jima. There's a quote from Sir Winston Churchill on the rock: "Never was so much owed by so many to so few." As you move to the side of this rock, there's a magnificent bald eagle holding the end of an American flag. The area is fenced in the rear and on the west side with insignias and illustrations that add to the solemn nature of the site. The south side shows a grieving widow being given a folded flag to honor her lost loved one, a scene that has been played out all too often across our nation. There's an aircraft flying overhead at that funeral scene, a World War II vintage plane referred to back then as the Bamboo Bomber. Why? Well, it was made of wood. It's on the rock to honor a man from Whittemore, Elmer Steyer, an Army veteran who restored the Cessna UC-138 later on and flew the aircraft quite often before he passed away at the age of 86 back in 2017. One of Bubba's signature features on the Freedom Rocks are American flags. You can almost swear they were actual flags when you see them on these huge boulders. As you gaze at the west wall and move your eyes to the front of the site, you'll end up seeing the sign signifying exactly where you are. The Kossuth County Freedom Rock, dedicated on July 3, 2017, just a few months before Elmer Steyer was taken from us all, including his family and friends. As you depart following your visitation, take a moment to view the flags that fly high above the American Legion post next door. It honors America and the POWs and MIAs, some of which haven't been brought home to this very day.